Hi, I'm Dr. Saji D'Souza, Chairman and Managing Director for KSAC Group of Hospitals, which is basically the largest Ayurvedic hospital in Telangana and Andhra state put together. So today, I wish the entire global citizens, a very peaceful, mentally relaxed equilibrium of health, wherein body, mind, and soul are in the best sync, whichever way to the optimum level possible. Because, as you know, health is not a condition of mere absence of diseases, but also the total well-being of body, mind, and soul together. So, not only body, mind, and spirit also plays a integral or a vital role in one's true health. Today being World Mental Health Day, October 10th, I am so proud to be along with you as a disciple of Ayurveda, proudly proclaiming that yes, Ayurveda, the mother of all healing systems, can really do wonderful remedies, wonderful treatments, wonderful association with people who are having, different types of mental distress. See, when you talk about mental health, it is not only about psychiatry. It is not only about hallucination. You talk about other different types of mental diseases, schizophrenia, and so on and so forth. It is not about that. It is just about being good, being well, being a kind of a state of happiness, a kind of content and peaceful existence with the within one's own self. So, Ayurvedic science is the ultimate science, which has not only as a palliative care, but it has a very deep rooted scientific validation for each and every disease, how to tackle it, how to abstain from it, and what kind of a lifestyle one should have to prevent these kind of maladies. So, as a small disciple of Ayurveda, I really salute my system on this particular day, and I will choose a particular subject which is called CFS, chronic fatigue syndrome. See, have you heard about it? See, basically, people say different types of mental illnesses, as I mentioned earlier, but this is a new trend in the whole country, the whole world, the whole globe. When you diagnose a patient, you hardly find nothing. Patient is absolutely normal. Blood tests are normal, vitals, all the vital tests are normal, X-rays, MRIs, what not, everything is normal. But patient is not normal. The person feels a kind of deep lethargy. The patient feels a kind of, a total kind of, weakness, no confidence in anything. Patient can't do anything. If you ask him, how are you? He just, keeps a poker face and say, I'm good or I'm all right. But everything becomes mechanical. If he does a small work, he feels that he has moved the mountains. And then, he is so tired, so exhausted. No brain stop kind of working. Physical movements are absolutely not there. Lack of sleep or disturbed sleep. You name anything on the earth, a person who undergoes this trauma knows it better. If you see, and then forgetfulness, you go to somewhere, I want to do a particular job, but suddenly you realize that you forgot what you have to do, and you just come back. And then think about yourself, what did I think? What was I supposed to do? Starting from then and so forth, forgetting, you just don't bother about your self-hygiene. You forget about taking bath, brushing your teeth, or, all the daily course. So, a kind of a person, how does a person go into this CFS mode, chronic fatigue syndrome mode? It always happens because a person is too much stressed. A person is too much put to the pressure than what he or she can consume, or he or she can do with the normal kind of a things. There are, everybody need not be a work master or a multitasker basically, isn't it? But this society, this modern society, demands from you and me to be multitaskers. We have to be really on our heels, on our toes. Morning, you'll be doing some work. Evening, you have to do something else. Night, you have to be on some other pedestal. It keeps going and on and on and on and on. So what happens? You don't have a kind of an understanding what we are supposed to do, what is the way ahead. And in this process, you forget to become a good employee, you forget to become a good father, you forget to become a good son, you forget to become a good brother, you forget to become a good friend neither. You just, you are living, have kind of a, battery operated robot kind of a stuff. And my dear friends, this all happens why? Because you are under too much pressure, the time bound pressures. You have to finish this job within this period of time. You have to rush, you have target to achieve. So, you are on the roll. If this happens, unless and until realizing one's own potential and capacity and putting an exertion too much out of yourself, you will have a breakdown. And that breakdown, this CFS is literally a pain. It can completely break down an individual and make that person absolutely non-productive. So now comes Ayurveda and our flagship company called KSAC Group of Hospitals. So what we do, what we are, what we can offer to these people, or these persons who are suffering from this kind of maladies. See, first of all, as I proclaimed, Ayurveda, the mother of all healing systems, which took birth in 3000 BC. You calculate from here, it is more than 5000 years back. Okay, it had all the ingredients, all the substances, all the subjects for an individual from birth to death. And a dinacharya, from the early morning, from the time he gets up till he goes to bed, what he should do, what he should not to do. So everything, with what he should brush his teeth, to what type of foods he have to eat, what type of food he has to eat in different seasons, to avoid certain diseases, what should be avoided, everything has been clearly mentioned. So prevention is the first weapon from Ayurvedic circle. But of course, how do you know that, how to prevent? So initially, I will be talking about the prevention modus operandi. You should periodically you service your vehicle, isn't it? Why aren't you not servicing your own body? That is a real, funny aspect of human nature. Even if they buy a shirt, they go to 3-4 showrooms, they check the price, they do all sort of nitty-gritty things, but when it comes to health, least bothered they are. They take insurance for their vehicles, but not for their own health. That is the pathetic situation. So prevention comes with an education, with the knowledge, with a kind of, self understanding of one's own self. When we are pushed to a work, one should know, can I do it or not? If yes, to what extent can I extend myself? Every individual, nobody from outside can say, okay, this is your quota of work and this is what you can do. Nobody can tell. One should realize from one's own self. So that is what a self-realization is important. And once that self-realization happens, half your work is done. Okay, that comes to the prevention aspect of it. And more than that, servicing yourself. Periodically visit an Ayurvedic doctor, Ayurvedic center, get detoxified with the day things, whatever, the food what we eat, the water what we drink, the air we breathe, everything is poisonous, isn't it? So where will you keep all these toxins? it has to be completely taken out. Then the best medicine for all these things is please be happy. How does happiness come? Happiness is also cannot be purchased in any supermarkets. Happiness is a thing which one can one's own self create it. How can happiness come? Always try to do good to others, never think bad about others, and moreover, always see, be happy in your neighbor's success and give space. See, in your life, you are the hero, I agree, but in my life, I might be the hero, isn't it? In my driver's life, he is the hero. I have a small role to play. And when everybody understands that he and she are the heroes of their own families or of their own lives, that space, that distancing, that understanding always helps the one to understand and distance himself. Or there is a golden saying in English, your freedom ends where your neighbor's nose begins. So you should be very tactical enough, pragmatic enough to understand, to hold yourself where you have to be, and be very happy, be very free to everybody. Understand they are also equally like you, their feelings, emotions, everything. Not only you are just one among the millions and trillions across this globe. So understand that everybody, respect everybody. From that you have a happiness coming in. Have always positive attitude toward everything. So only positive attitude can take you distances. So that has to be there. Then, so you have prepared yourself mentally. Then any health issues, or if you feel something is triggering here and there, go to a good Ayurvedic doctor, explain your problem to him, then he or she will be there to help you out, to bring you out of that, or to advise you how to go ahead. And in this, there are three pillars of life. One thing is food, good food, of course, then good sleep, and of course exercise. These three things are as pillars of a strong health of an individual. So that one definitely all of us has to really stick on to. And if at all you are affected from some mental distress, a kind of depression or anxiety, fear, whatever you name it, you please discuss it openly with your good friend. That good friend can be a doctor friend, absolutely wonderful, because he or she might also know about the medical aspect of that thing also. So discussing, communicating your issues with others. In any relationship, my dear friends, communication is the biggest tool. If you don't communicate, that is a big roadblock wherein it divides people. So please communicate your problem to your doctor. The doctor will definitely take care of you, and if what to do, how to do, he will advise you to come out of this problem. And it not only requires medication, it requires a lot of psychological counseling, or understanding you, coming to your level, and then holding your hands and then walking out of the problem. So this all thing requires a kind of a good understanding. That is why God has, and be a very good listener. When a patient comes to you, you should be a good listener. That is why God has always given you 2 ears and 1 mouth. Hear more, and all senses everywhere. See more, hear more, feel more, but talk less. So that is what a good doctor should be. He should be observing the things. He should observe his patient very well, because psychological issues or mental health issues are very minutely, it can vary. And then mind you, no textbook can give you the full knowledge of a mind, because it is so difficult and different from every patient. One's psyche, one's thought process will be totally different from others, because his persona, his family background, his environment, what he stays, his work atmosphere, his upbringing, so many things will be different from the others. It will not be identical. So no doctor can take a seat of roses and say that, okay, this patient, I have seen so many patients and everything is the same, I can give the same medication, same treatment, blah blah blah. This cannot be happening, because he has to be very cautious about what is this person suffering from. Many a times it will not be a kind of a big issue. It can be just a fine tuning of his lifestyle, fine tuning of his dietary regimen, and fine tuning his day-to-day activities. Ayurveda really emphasize on that. And KCC Hospital, being the pioneer and the biggest, largest hospital in Telangana and Andhra put together, is a state government empaneled hospital with a 50-bedded treatment facility, and wherein you, from any part of the globe, you can get accommodated here, treated. Along with the treatment, you have yoga, meditation, and the Ayurvedic prescribed food, wherein your medicine also really works properly, and the treatment duration is minimized, so that you get the best result at the earliest. Then in this thing, for Ayurveda there are Keraliya Vishesha Chikitsa, which Kerala is so proud of. Many people might have heard it is Ayurveda. When you hear the name, immediately you can equate with Kerala, the state Kerala. So Kerala has a Vishesha, a very, very, very specialized treatment for Ayurveda, external treatments, which really works wonders in especially stress related issues. It can be psychological issues, mental distress, small niggles. And every patient, the absorption level of the atmospheric or the surrounding calamities will be different. One can be, it is as good as certain patient, if a stone falls on his hand, he says it's okay, I can manage it. But there are certain patients, if a small ant bites or a mosquito bites, they scream the hell out, isn't it? So the tolerance limit, the psychological aspect, the understanding of a situation differs from everybody. So in this World Mental Health Day, KSAC Hospitals wishes each and everybody to be relaxed, happy and peaceful. Please embrace Ayurveda, and that is the ultimate science which can give you, which can deliver the very, 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 very best of the whole medicinal or the holistic way to keep yourself healthy and hale. So as a small disciple of Ayurveda, I have little bit knowledge what extent to the different aspects of healing, and in that part, we have learned only in a strong body, a strong mind exists. And likewise, exercise and mental health are very, very important. Likewise, if a person is very tough, mentally, you can see so many stars who have fallen down to earth has again risen back to the horizon. It's only because of the perseverance and the mental strength. And that is the most important strength than the physical strength. So once I want everybody, every viewers of this show to have a blessed, peaceful, happy state of mind, wherein always there is bliss in yourself as well as whomever you come across, whether it is your family members, friends, your social circles, your official friends, wherever you go. And the best way to take it forward is a glitter in the eyes and a smile on your face. Thank you.